Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something you don't do every day, remixing Elton John and Dua Lipa together. To be honest though, 2 years ago I already remixed Dua Lipa, so I knew her. I think that had to do with the request as well, and Elton John played stuff of, you know, my productions in his radio show quite a few times, so they knew what they were requesting, and still, it's a big honor, I mean, to remix legends in pop music. Well, it's very interesting to listen to those stems, to listen to the sounds, you know, single sounds and single lines, and that's the most beautiful part about remixing, I feel. Like, listen to stuff that's mixed in the background, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna bring this forward, or I'm gonna change the melody like that. And you can go very, very, very deep into an already existing song and make it your own. I really, you know, that's really a delight for a DJ and producer. Well, I mean, I need to earn money, right? No, I'm joking. The thing is, you know, with COVID and all, you know, I was sitting at home, I had time on my hands, and I love remixing, and when there's a good opportunity and a good remix offer, it's hard for me to say no, because, you know, I love other people's music as well, and sometimes I think, well, the music's great, but it needs that spin for me to play it in my sets. That's mostly the angle I take, you know, I want to play a song in my sets, so I listen to the song that I really like, and I think, what can I do to the song so I can play it in my sets? And then there's a remix later on. The next remix that's gonna come out, well, in a week, I think, it's for Sophie Tucker and John Summit. And I never met John Summit before, but 2 weeks ago on a festival in the US, I just walked into his backstage and said, I did this remix for you. And, well, to be honest, I didn't wear my mask, so he was surprised and he didn't know who I was. So that was very funny. But then I put on my mask and he recognized me. And so we did some photos together. He played the same festival, so it was fun to really meet him in person. I think that's always nice, to meet the people you're working for and with in person. Well, I think the most proud of, in retrospect, is definitely Liquid Spirit for Gregory Porter. I mean, since then he went away, didn't do any dance music vocals anymore, and it's still, you know, a classic house song in the way I did the remix, not his original, but my remix is even more known to the people than his original, and I still love his voice, and it was a pleasure to do it. And I will always remember the story. I delivered the remix, and it was a French label, by the way. They told me, it's nice, but you have to put a saxophone player on top. And I will always remember it. And I said, like, and well, there we go, it's a classic now. It's kind of different. I usually start with the groove, because the groove, you know, for DJ and dancer myself, it's very important. I want to make people move, but I also want to have fun moving to the track. And a lot of the tracks that I remix, they might not have a dance groove yet. They might not be the right tempo. They might just be a little off, or the drums are a bit stiff or whatever. So I try to build a nice groove first, and on top of that, I add a lot of melodies from the original, maybe from my own ideas, how to change the melodies, and then I take stuff out again and rearrange. We were still dancing together. I'm a lover of classic remixes, like when a remix pays tribute to the original still. It's not super far away, you know? When you can still see the original. My remixes, most of the time, they're not miles away. They're not taking it into completely different spheres. They are paying tribute to a good original, but they are better on the floors. That's how I see it. And then I see it in a tradition of like 80s remixes of Shep Pettibone, or like real master mixes that, like, sometimes, you know, make it a little dubbier, but bring in the main vocals again lots of the time. So I love that stuff, and I try to, you know, bring it back, but with a modern twist in a way. Ooh, difficult, because I got so many remixes made, and there are so many great ones. I'm particularly excited for my new single, Right Into You, because Martin Eichen from the UK, he did a remix that's gonna come out soon, and that's pretty dope. I mean, that's pretty cool how he took the original Right Into You and twisted it. But there's so many other remixes of my older original tracks as well that I love. The MK remix of In the Night, or, you know, just tons of great remixes. I don't want to leave out any, so I'm better not naming any other names anymore, because people might get angry, and I don't want anybody angry.
I want you to know that the feelings are true.
Oh God, that's a very, very difficult question. Well, the Totteri remix of Everything But the Girl, Missing, is definitely something. I mean, most of those remixes, they really later on made it into the charts, and the original didn't. Once in a while it happens. Lots of the remixes that get done don't, because they're just made for dance floors and they don't work on radios so very well. But some of them do, and some get real anthems, and that's great if a remix does that, like Liquid Spirit did it. But, you know, you can't count on that, and that shouldn't be the motivation to do a remix, to surpass the original. I love both. I love the balance of both. I love working on very own material, writing my own melodies and grooves, and working on an album where I have complete freedom. But I also like working with already written material that is already a great pop song or a great dance track, which though I think I can make it better, and I try to make it better, and that's fun as well. I think the balance, I mean, I have the luxury of having a balance between all three of them. Working on remixes, working on original tracks, even doing albums, and being a DJ and traveling the world. Can't get much better. There are, I did a lot of them. I mean, I did like, but this, it's really hard to say, like, I want to remix that guy or that guy. I think Billie Eilish, an official remix for Billie Eilish would be not so bad. But she didn't ask me yet. Maybe. If you see this, Billie, ask me.